clay tutorial. Today we will create the legendary arena which won the poll. I also added some kind of a special effect. So let's get started. As complicated as the final legendary arena looks, I will guide you step by step and we start pretty easy. This was just the size comparison of the training camp I created some weeks ago. And now let's create the stand. All we need is black clay and my beloved knife for cutting the edges. This is a great technique to get round edges and corners. Okay, now we will mark the area where we will remove some of the black clay, because we want to fill in some water, to fill in some blue clay. So I'm using this curved blade. You can also just try with a normal blade, but I highly recommend this tool. I will add a link into the description. Now we will put a thin layer of blue clay into the area where we remove the black clay. And now we are about to create these two islands which are floating in the water. When you have a very close look at the legendary arena, you see this blue island and this red island, both from the blue and from the red king. And well, the carpet on both islands is red. So maybe the blue king was running out of blue carpets, or it's the blood of all the fights in Clash Royale the two kings had. I don't know. We will go on, and before I talk more silly stuff, you need some gray clay. And you see what I'm creating right now. These will be the stone tiles for the floor. And I'm using my scalpel to get this pattern on the red carpets, also on the blue island. We're adding some more gray clay for more tiles, stone tiles. And well, just using my scalpel. I think it's the most used tool, the scalpel and the pointing tool maybe. Okay, let me tell you something about the moment when I realized, oh boy, I have to create the legendary arena. Well, normally I'm creating these poles, and after 1 or 2 days I will check out the results, and normally it's like, well, you know that, 30% A, 40% B, and something like that. The legendary arena was like, what was it, 80%, and I made this pole before I had a look at the legendary arena, and I just thought, oh my gosh, this will be so complicated. And then I started modeling, and I really love this kind of process, because it is so complicated and you add one piece after another. It felt a bit like playing with Lego. Yeah. Okay, back to the creation. Maybe I will just about the islands. There's a golden outline. On the red island it is red and golden on top, and for the blue island, of course, now we can use blue clay. And this I'm currently creating. Well, these are the castle pieces. I think they are called fences, something like that. You're welcome to correct me as always, just write it in the comments. Yeah, we will mix some more gray clay, a bit darker right now, for these tiny details on the stonework of the fences. Yeah, I try to get as near to the reference picture I had as possible. Now adding some green for this flower which is growing right there. And I think it looks nice. Okay, some more blue walls for the blue island, because there's a tiny tower. This will be the stone, the solid stone for this tower. And we need some brown. I'm mixing a bright brown and a dark brown, but don't mix it too strong so that you get this nice pattern inside. So this will be the wooden planks. Yeah. Okay, some more gray for more fences on the tower. Yeah, normally while creating, I am thinking about how to create the next step, and right now while creating the fences I was thinking about how to make this fire bowl right in the middle of the tower. Just adding some more details. And well, there is a golden outline around this fire hole. And well, we will drill this hole after hardening in the oven. These are just some more details, tiny thorns. I'm using silver clay for that. And the tower is finished. We will go on and create the river. The strong floating river between the two islands. Using my pointing tool for the texture work. And we are even adding some more white for this floating effect. Okay, now we will go on. We will create the houses which are standing on the two islands. On the red island there are two houses. One of them has a window. We are currently creating. Looks nice, I think. And well, the other building will be of course behind the first one, so you won't see any details, so we can skip creating another window. Yeah, and both of these buildings are connected with some kind of a belt. This is a thorn belt. First, I didn't really know what this was when I looked at the picture of the legendary arena, but then it makes sense. It is against the defense for the enemies which are trying to climb the building from outside. Now the roof with red clay. Please use a knife for that, otherwise you won't get these nice sharp edges for the roof. But please be careful, always, even if you're using a scalpel. Okay, now both roofs are finished. We will assemble them, and there's also a tiny golden part. It's the top of both of the roofs. And now we will add some more details. There's even a flag on each of these roofs, but we will create that later in part 2. Yeah, I'm pretty sorry. This is the first time one of my videos has more than one part, but I guarantee you this was so much of work. I think the whole creation took me about 8 or 9 hours, and so I had to make different parts. Yeah, meanwhile we create the blue roof. It's quite different to the red buildings, but there's also a golden detail, a rope. We will add that, and now some more wood. This is the brown clay we mixed before, and these will be the tiny bridges. We also need some gold for that. And by the way, you can also go with yellow if you don't have any gold clay. I know this is hard to get. I will put a link to the description of this gold clay if you want to buy that, for example on Amazon. Okay, and now this was pretty difficult. We will assemble the first bridge and place it on both islands. The same also with the other bridge. Okay. Wow, that was tough. Yeah, I used this modeling tool for getting a round shape. And now we can place it right in our tiny world. Okay, some more details. This will be the connection to the third island we will create in the next part in this tutorial. And there are 2 chains, and this is, well, just the connection part. Some more wood. There are 2 wooden stands on the back side. And then this is the last step for today. We will add some more plants to the blue building. Just some tiny details. And that's it for today. I hope you liked this first part of the tutorial. Check out part 2.